All right, so when we last left our heroes, you guys were sailing across the Wildsea in search of the missing, the missing water barge that had set out from. You remember the name of the town? Port
Ames.
Port Ames. From. You remember the name of the guy?
Something Ames.
It was something Ames. He had a good name. I liked his name.
Mr. Ames.
Let's look for.
I think it started with a W, but I could be wrong. Also, we're missing a piece of art. I can't find Maddie's art that you.
Coswell Ames was the guy's name.
Oh, a W.
And Coswell kind of had a. It seems like he has kind of like a grip on that whole like.
Oh right.
Like they don't get the good water; they get the rain, whatever they can capture. They don't get to use the gardens or the fields or anything that he plants regular stuff. And anyway, they send out this water tanker out to the nearby towns to provide clean water to all these other areas. But in payment back to them, they kind of have to promise to, be allied with Port Ames.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys had set out, and you were making your way away from the port and had traveled for a better part of, like, say, half a day or something. And you were setting about various things. You were up on the tree, doing a lookout.
And then
Zoe was down on the deck, repairing the tether glider, or about to.
I think Maddie was like captaining.
She was doing something.
I think she was driving while he was mapping out stuff.
Oh, that's right. You were doing like a little map thing.
Yeah, I used whole sight too to look outside as the monk.
Oh yeah, the whole sight. The whole sight is really where you get your first warning of this thing, and you're kind of like, guys, and right about then, behind Zoe, that sound of the like the rain stick rattle, the tipping rain stick rattle of
snap out whole sight.
Our lion's mane predator creeping up over the side of the ship behind you.
And on top of me.
Well, no, you're up on the tree. She's on the deck. So it's kind of
I think he went after Wilfred, or whatever his name was, first. And then he came after, and then another one came after me.
Did Wilfred get grabbed? Wilfred just, like, the first one on target?
I think he was the first one on target, and then another one came on top of the tree. I don't know what happened specifically.
I didn't play the video. This is why I record, so I can go back afterwards when it's been 3 or 4 weeks and we go, what happened? I don't remember what happened. We will say, for the sake of argument, if not continuity, that Wilfred is closer to the edge of the deck than Zoe is, and he's the first, like,
but hold on, I'm just okay.
What do you do, Zoe?
Are you ready? I don't know. I'm trying to find.
Don't play sound effects. You don't need to play sound effects. What are you doing?
Fixie.
Oh, you're fixing the glider? All right. So you're on the deck. Wilfred is between you and the lion's mane, and much closer to the lion's mane than you are. And you also hear Maddie up. Emma.
Eva.
You hear Eva up in the tree goes, oh, jeez. I don't know if that's what you say. Pudding!
Oh, jeez.
It's just an alarm word. What do you do, Zoe?
Stay extremely
Lydia.
still.
Is that it? Because I can move on to somebody else if you just freeze in place and don't.
I probably stay still. Like, are the lion's mane creatures where if you throw something, it'll go after the thing that was thrown? Or are they the creatures that if you throw something, they will go after the thing that threw the thing? Through the thing.
This is a ship sheet. That doesn't do me any good.
I know.
This is also a ship sheet. I need a character sheet.
So I don't die.
I don't know.
Because I don't want to get hurt.
If you might. Do you have hack or harvest?
Neither.
Do you have study?
I have.
I'm
No.
I know. I'm just looking.
What
I have study. I study.
No, I don't want every single skill. Do you have any skill? Do you have any skill up there that you think might tell you anything about lion's mane? Sense is like that wouldn't tell you facts about the lion's mane. It would tell you what you think it's going to. You might be able to do from that, like what you think it's going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. sense, do I think it's going to go after the thing I threw, or will it go after me?
It seems like any kind of hungry animal. It's going to go after the food.
What's her name?
Evangeline, Eva, or pudding.
Piece of meat. Give me food.
Do you really think she's going to have a piece of meat up in a tree?
No, give me food.
I can grab some of
Can I throw a wrinkle in your
Bring.
plan here? There is a massive piece of food right in front of the lion's mane right now, and his name is Wilfred. Are you going to do anything about that? Because the lion's mane is going to solve its food supply problem in about 2 seconds.
Wilfred, jump. Like out of the jet. Like off of E. Jump, Wilfred.
What are you going to do?
Okay, I
I don't know. I have one of me right now.
You have
You know your character. I don't know your
you
character.
have a bundle of rivets, iron ore, length of chain,
Flip over. You got your
flowing
aspects.
forces, prison of skin, a curious compass.
Let's review. Let's get you. Yeah, let's review your character. You can do magnetic stuff.
I have an idea.
You are constantly surrounded by a swarm of rivets. You always have weapons handy because you. And what's funny? Can I just point out one really funny thing about her swarm of rivets? Technically, that's not a psychic effect or something like that. That's in the category of pets. Her swarm of rivets is technically like pets.
Oh yes, good boy. No attack.
idea.
What is that?
Cool. I have a whisper called the prison of skin, and I think that maybe I say the prison of skin, and if I say it, I have control of the twist that happens, then I could probably get rid of all the skin on my
Exotic spice.
group of beetles. And just kind of like get all the beetles or get my rivet swarm and just kind of, or take the skin and just kind of like get the rivet swarm to just fly away. First, like entrail the lion's mane and then like.
You're gonna rip off your own skin and use it as bait?
Yeah. I'll get new skin. That's Maddie's thing.
Why don't you just hit it with a rivet? That's literally a weapon. Long range
That is true.
blast
That's a
of
pure-
rivet.
What's skin?
You're not really listening, are you?
Lint.
I just want to know what rhymes with skin.
Skinlint.
Bin.
Whim.
I'm doing this on a whim. Please don't kill me. I say prison of skin. No.
Terrible.
Hey Google, what rhymes with skin? Nothing. Since mobile data is turned off, let me turn on my mobile data.
Can you do a thing?
Does Wilfred have it? He's not himself.
Baby, there's a monster. You have an attack spell. You should use it.
Fine. I guess I'll beat up the lion's mane with a pile of giant metal pieces.
I mean, that's a pretty sick thing to do. What's it look like when you do it? Do you like gesture, or is it just like they all just kind of stop and pivot towards the thing and just like with you just standing there like?
I'm just like, I don't want to attract attention. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm just like,
Yes.
and
Do
just, like,
the thing.
and they're just like,
Win rhymes with skin. A bunch of other words too. So
All right,
that's all I would.
all right. So how are you going to do this attack? What's your edge that you're going to use for this thing?
Who's
It's a bunch of photo backups.
ear holes? I said I'm not here.
Say it again, Kayla or Zoe. Heath. Heath is savagery and.
Heath.
All right. So what skill are you? What skill are you going to use?
Sense. How would that?
Not really an attack skill.
Well, I don't have an attack spell.
Hunt, flourish.
Fine. Flourish.
Hey, I can sway the lion's mane by telling it no. You shall not. You shall not.
Bar. Just go. La 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 la.
Do they
la,
speak?
la, la.
Does the monster speak a language? Hi. The monster speak a language. I just want to know.
These are functionally like animals, so they don't really have speech as such.
It's like if you were to talk to a cat in Spanish. What if the cat's Spanish?
It's really more about
We're
tone.
not speaking.
When is magic going to be?
Plus, it's
All
a
right.
treasuring world. Like,
All right.
you never
So,
know.
what kind of damage does Rivet Swarm do? I should have it written down.
Big
What it
damage. It does big damage.
Long range spike or keen damage.
You want it to be spike or keen?
Spike, I guess.
Since you're using teeth.
Bazooka Joe and his gang.
That's funny.
How many dice?
Well, that is the thing you're building together. So you're doing teeth. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Flourish.
Dice.
Okay, so that's 3 dice.
Mhm.
All right.
And then I have another one for my
Teeth.
for the rivet swarm, right?
Rivet swarm is what makes you able to do the attack. It doesn't give you an extra
Our
dice.
teeth. And
Okay.
there's floor.
So that's 3.
I have neither of those. I have
And what kind of damage does it say rivet swarm does? Long range or keen?
No spike.
Okay.
I could flourish in front of the lion's mane.
Just like
I'm magic. Go away from me.
you just
away.
you're just like grab your ocarina. You just grab your ocarina and you're like.
Do I have? I'm being flourished while I'm
Okay. So go ahead.
Oh,
I want you
grab the pencil.
to roll me 3 dice and
Yes,
tell me what you got.
What is
well,
You could use your prison skin whisper to give yourself an extra dice, but
5, 5, 2.
Wow,
that's pretty good. All right, so that's successful with a complication and a twist.
Oh, was bad or good?
Twist is usually good. There's a way you can do negative twists, but that's usually used for
Lower double dice.
no, not you would think so, but typically not. You can choose to say I would like the twist to be negative so that you can like clear mire or something. So if something bad happens, you can use it to like in exchange for this bad thing happening, I'm going to get rid of my mire because I don't have time to sit there and feel dopey and depressed about stuff because somebody's going to get killed. I got to fight. So you kind of like.
I didn't get the nap. What if I want my mire to stay so that I can just like say pudding?
Sure.
That's the mire I'm going to use.
No, there's times when it's like you just give yourself a bad twist and be like, I ain't got time to bleed. And you just go on. Anyway, all right. So for the twist, anybody got any suggestions for a twist? Like a beneficial thing in addition to the rivet swarm hitting and doing damage to the
Are you recording?
lion's mane? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it thought that Wilfred was a thing it was supposed to be protecting too, so it like ushered him away.
Do you think the lion's mane accidentally
No, the rivet swarm.
Oh, the rivet swarm. Oh,
She
so
was like just focusing on the lion's mane.
as a twist, Wilford uses this opportunity to get clear.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing? Okay. So you like took a couple. So the first thing you do is you reach out with a couple of rivets and kind of shove Wilford out of the way so you have a clear shot. And then you're like,
What if also?
Wilfred.
What if also Amelia's playing some inspirational music? No, I support the video that you were just.
I just closed it. It was Ocarina of Time, like, music.
okay. So this hits the thing and it goes right through the petals and stuff like that. And kind of, and it does seem that there's a lot of sap dripping and like plant juices and things like that. Definitely doesn't seem to like that at all.
Is it coming after me next?
Wilford like leaps out of the way and is like crawling on hands, which leaves you unfortunately with nothing but open deck between you and a very angry lion's mane who is definitely not dead. We'll get back to you in a second. Hi. Meanwhile, you hear an echoing rattle, but this one's not on the deck yet. That's the good news. The bad news is it's above you because the ship is not in the thrash; it's down in the tangle. So there's still trees up above, and you hear that, and you look up and you're like, "That's on top of the tree, and it's gonna jump on me
That's terrifying.
like a drop bear." Oh, geez. What you doing?
Can I make it drunk?
Probably not.
I use my sturdy instrument.
You're gonna smack him with an ocarina? You have to wait for him to get pretty close. If you're gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
That's a hand weapon.
Like sleep up music,
like this.
make him fall
Play
asleep.
your ocarina so badly that it scares off the lion's mane, like Grover. Like Grover's.
Grover will be like, can I use my driving chain?
For what?
My driving chain. But is it
Tell me more about it.
a rusted chain from a long dead machine now welded as a weapon for healing? dealing blunt damage. I just have a chain.
Yeah, are you having trouble envisioning that? Because I can show you what that is basically meant to be like.
Yeah, you just have a chain.
You want some help with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Top person! I'm being attacked! Maddie, I'm being attacked! From above.
Hello.
Help.
I have 1 piece dice.
Nice.
All right.
Help me. You have to say please.
I do.
Would that be a good...
I don't have my dice.
Yeah.
Dang it.
No, the way to change it, because that works.
Why am I here?
What kind of damage does it do? Does it say?
I don't know what this is. CQ or LR.
So either CQ is close quarters, LR is long range. So you can either use it up close or far away.
I want to use it.
Weighted. Hang on. Come around here. Weighted.
She's getting attacked right now.
So
Yes, I'm getting attacked from above, Madison.
sorry.
There's a type of rope there. That's what it is.
I have to look too. Because I'm right here. Oh, like that type of thing?
Yeah, but I want you to imagine it's like
Chain?
yeah, it's like a chain.
That's really cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Hang on.
sick. You're bad. What is the music? What?
What's that?
Okay. She's got this chain thing with like weighted sharp stuff on the edge.
Does it play music also? That's me.
No, it doesn't play music also. Oh my god. Get past this nonsense. There we go. I think still fighting with flourish with this would make a lot of sense. Now this is like a demo thing, because I've seen meteor
I
hammer.
can't see.
Let me see if I can.
Too bad.
He's using a meteor hammer for this,
A
but
meteor hammer?
yeah, it's basically just a really heavy weighted.
Miscounted.
I'm getting attacked.
None for you, Dad.
Okay, there. See, like I've seen a couple of guys on TikTok who do a lot of stuff with like breaking things with the. So
I've seen those too. Those are really fun to do. You can just
So
get
here.
lost in them. Just like,
this is like a slow version of the windmill thing where he uses the elbow to flip it around. You watch it, like he wraps it kind of around his elbow as he goes.
that's kind of hurt like heck to hit yourself.
Yeah, but he doesn't hit himself with it. He wraps the
I'm
thing. See,
cool.
watch.
I'm amazing.
See, watch what he does.
You're pretty cool.
Whoa, that's
That's shocker mouth. Like,
Yeah,
what?
you probably do it a lot. See, look at that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a cookie.
Don't worry, you got more cookies than
More cookies. Wow. I'm just gonna grab
So there we go.
Let's go to fight.
What do you mean you miscounted? Oh, 2 for everybody? I see. 2 for everybody.
Lydia?
On picture. I have a big forehead.
Oh, and I blocked.
All right.
You are
That's
really
up
cool. Why
So
did
this
you
thing's
go
leaping
so
down at you. Are you gonna?
Yellow anymore.
You get the chain out, and as this thing's leaping down at you,
I become amazing. Yes. You
I
become
instantly
like
become
slay.
amazing from the top of the tree, fighting like a
You become gifted from birth.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon martial artist.
Can I
What?
use flourish?
I have a question.
You
Absolutely.
become gifted from
One
birth.
sec. One sec. So you start with your edge. What edge are you going to use?
What's veiled and tied? What are those?
Veiled is sneakiness, and tides is sort of like reading the flow of what's going on right now.
What's sharp?
Sharps is here.
Amelia, my
I can take my own.
Right. Sharps, logic, wit, and planning. Tides, exploration, learning, and lore. Veils, shadows, ciphers, and secrecy. I would go with veils because it's kind of like you're misdirecting. Like, oh, it's over here. No, it's coming from this side.
I've
Yeah.
got
I'll do
veiled.
that and then flourish.
Okay,
I have 2 on flourish.
2 for
By
each.
the way. 2. So how many dice?
2 dice.
3.
2 dice total.
Just gonna use Zoe's die.
What significant thing did I miss?
Wilfred almost dying. 4,
We'll recap for you in a second.
4, 4, and 5.
Okay.
That's good.
So the 5 is the highest one. That's what we pay attention to, but we also pay attention to the fact that there's a double.
Oh, we have death.
Nothing's happened to me.
Maddie.
All right. So you get it. It's coming at you, and you kind of do the little spinny thing and whip it up, and it gets it kind of an undersides, which makes it overshoot and goes past you and lands on the deck
Oh no.
down below, kind of where the other one is. Twist. You want to whisper?
Ooh, sure.
Is my cabin on that deck?
I don't even know what's
I'm gonna give you
happening. But
next.
please don't kill us.
Okay, I just am trying.
All right. You want to write down a whisper?
Sure.
Death from above.
Oh my god, it's terrifying.
I mean, that's just.
What was the
that
whisper?
Death from above.
Wow. That's
Imagine you're just like in the tree and you see an enemy ship and you're just like,
death from above.
death from above.
It's a great way to get an extra. It's a great way. If you speak it instead of whisper, it's a great way to get extra dice on an attack. All right. So to recap, this is where we ended just at the end of the last one. Was like one of these things was creeping up over the side and about to eat Wilfred.
No.
Wilfred dove out of the way as Kelly threw Zoe, as Lydia whipped a rivet storm at it and punctured through many of its angry petals and stuff. We also said that like it's the sound of it kind of is like sort of like a rattlesnake, but like those. You ever seen a rain stick?
Let me show you.
It sounds like a rain stick when it rattles.
I have a video pulled up. Probably. She thinks. Or is that exactly what you want us to think?
Every time.
Don't comment on my thing.
Yeah, I have a range stick, Zoe. I know what they are.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what the guy sounds like.
Anyway, yeah.
I hear that from above and I'm like, chain time.
Chain time. All right. So
Go for it.
three on the deck. Two lion's manes now as one lands and whirls
Oh.
with some sap dripping from its chest area. They both kind of crouch a little bit and come forward and like, and they don't have paws. They have like spikes, and the spikes kind of like chunk into the deck, leave splinters up as they like.
How do you kill these things?
Pudding. Reinforcement.
I mean, how do you kill any flower?
You deprive it of its needs.
You dehydrated.
You might want to do it a little bit more quickly than.
What is it about?
You might want to do it a little bit more quickly than I'm not going to water you for a month.
You heat it. You heat it up. 'Cause it needs
Yeah, except fire is bad.
Yeah, you make it drunk.
No, fine. No, I was asking you if I could do that. and
So,
you said no.
You were navigating. You also knew that from whole site that these things were coming.
Yeah.
So you can have already been headed out here. What are you doing?
If my cabin.
Wait, I'm just gonna give you a second to swallow.
Yeah,
fine.
We're gonna make room in here for swallowing. I always have time for swallowing.
Yes, Asa, believe in you.
Oh my god.
All right, so you can move. You knew what was coming. What are you doing? Are you still
I
swallowing?
want to know, is my cabin on, like, door to my cabin on the deck that Zoe is?
Sure.
Okay. But how I'm imagining it is, like, there's this big deck, and then there's, like, this little room at the front of Keith that's, like, the conductor's room. And then it just, like, there's just, like, a door and a window, and it goes out. This is what I'm imagining. Okay. Like, this is the cabin, and then there's, like, a big deck, and then
Yeah,
you're,
built
like, back
around. We
here,
don't have
and
it.
I'm, like, up here. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm, like, right there. So I, like, look out. I want to, like, look outside and be like, what's Zoe's name again? I forgot.
Lydia.
Lydia. I'll be like, Lydia, what's going on? And I see her, like
Reinforcement.
behind two.
Rivet forms around her, and
Yeah.
she's like poised.
And I'm like, and then I'm doing this cool thing, and then the lion comes down. So I'm gonna head back, and I like close the door in my cabin, and like put like don't worry. And I put like boards on it. I'm like, I'm not going out there.
I'm just driving.
No, not
I'm like completely blind to everything. Just driving.
No, you've been hearing. I mean, you're up. I mean, navigation is such that you can see a lot of what's on the deck because you're back from the deck is in front of you and below you. So if you're like there, you're looking out, and so a lot of this is playing out in front of you.
Oh, so I'm starting to like, oh crap, they're dying. As I'm trying to keep from sinking.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Keith,
yeah.
stay up, but don't die, please.
You can let Keith kind of drift for a little bit if you want to get in on this action and try to get down
board
there.
myself in my own cabin
Okay.
for months.
thanks for your help.
Dude, now I'm out there. I'm just a navigator, dude.
Like thanks a lot. That helped.
You have chakram.
Yeah, it's
You literally have extra arms just to throw flying discs at people. Like,
weapon that I forgot.
do you want to retract your statement and instead whip chakrams at them? Because
Yeah, I'll like pair up next to Zoe with her. Yeah, like right.
well, you can like be kind of coming out of a doorway or something
What's
like
your
that. heading
name?
away, but
Like up here. My name
What?
is Anthony.
Anthony.
Or Anthony.
Anthony.
It's okay.
Anthony,
Oh, like,
I need flying shiny discs.
please.
Oh, like out your outdoor, like you ready to take some Anthony's discs?
All right. So
Spinal discs.
what are you? Yeah, these chakram are basically like death frisbees. I mean, that's the easiest way to describe a chakram.
circle.
What edge are you using to attack these things?
Yeah.
Probably, I think it'd probably be grace.
I mean,
Right?
Maddie, have you had this
Yeah.
one yet?
Great, because it's like that's like your coordination. Basically, I mean, nothing else. Tides and veils doesn't necessarily work unless you want this to be a sort of a sneak attack from the side kind of a thing. I guess you could roll veils. And what do you have? Hunt?
Yeah, I've hunt. I was thinking hunt.
Do you have hunt?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 on
Oh, yeah,
hunt.
you have 2 in hunt. Excellent. So that's 3 dice.
So like,
You were shouting for Anthony to get his discs out here. Anthony, get your discs on the deck. Sounds kind of dirty when you shout it like that.
Throwing your spinal discs onto the deck. Dangerous.
they're my earrings.
Oh, you just
Zoe, hey,
intimidating.
Like,
I had a question.
Earrings.
Huge, dick. Huge earrings. Combat earrings.
They're my combat
Take them off and
bracelets.
just. Well, he's a tree. Well, the what are you looking at me like that for?
Don't look at me.
Okay, listen. If you were shouting for them, do you want to help him with the delivery of the discs of death? Do you want to assist? Because you have barokinesis or something. That's like one of your aspects, right?
Plus
you have any shoes, like metal shoes?
I've got my chakrams are
The
metal.
chakrams are metal. You
I
can
know.
help aim them with your ferrokinesis, and that would give him an extra dice.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
What's the objection?
Nothing.
You don't have an objection? Okay, so you throw them. What's
I'm
that?
mad at you, because you're so meh.
Well,
So
deal.
weird. I don't think that.
All right. So 3 dice from
Average
Zoe.
quality.
Hand over 1 of your dice. So you use 3 of yours, and Zoe, will you hand over 1 of yours?
Hand over the dice.
Hand across 1 of yours. That way we know what the helping dice did.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You roll. You roll hers too.
All right. All at the same time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got a double 2, a 6, and a 5.
Zoe's was a 5.
Thank you.
But double 2s is great because that also means another twist. We
And a
love
high
twists.
6.
We keep getting tricked.
He got with every single roll.
Shing, and it goes. Do you want it to hit both of them or just one?
Decapitate.
If you hit both of them, it won't hit either one of them as hard. But if you hit one of them, it'll hit that
One of them.
I think I'll hit one of them.
harder.
The,
critical
yeah,
hit.
the one that she like.
I hit in the chest.
Yes,
Okay.
Nice.
that one.
Decapitate.
Just to kill that one.
Not quite decapitated. It takes off one of the punchy legs, one of the spiky legs, Shing. And then the chakram sticks in the deck.
Oh no.
Oh, here's the twist. Are you ready for the twist?
Wait, are you
You throw them, you're like, shing, shing, and it goes, and you're like, yeah, chunk right to the deck. You're like, shoot. And then all of a sudden they tear themselves loose out of the deck and come flying right to you. And then they hang in the air right in front of you so you can grab them. And Lydia goes, you're welcome.
in true Zoe fashion?
Needs to swallow.
All right.
Because I know if I say it, if something like that happens, I will explode.
I will explode.
Navigatress, what you doing?
Can I have my dice back?
You have to.
I'm making sure we don't cry.
You can help.
No, I'm like 3,000 miles an hour. It's like top speed of a rolling.
You can at least like throw a stick at me.
No,
Why would I have stick? This is how fast.
I don't know.
Hey, this is how
you have potions.
Shh.
Like you can put them to sleep.
I'm not sure. The only way you could really do anything is if you had like a long range attack. Do you have anything that does long range attacks in your
Do you have a potion that you can throw?
I have a pengapod. Does that do anything?
Can I see?
And a
Zoe,
Pengapod, I have 1,000 needles. Oh, close quarters. It just needs to like
close quarters. Yeah, and you're not
Immediately
really close quarters.
explosive. I can throw things at them.
yeah.
Pengapod.
Throw explosives. Dynamite.
Okay.
Does dynamite exist in this world?
Can I see?
Throw dynamite.
Explosive vials, not an endless supply, but potent and disorienting. Mark a mark on your track to deal long range either blast, salt, acid, or toxic damage to multiple nearby foes.
Maybe all of them.
Yep, you can get both of them.
Wait, so I can either throw salt at both of them, or I could throw acid at both of
Throw
them?
acid.
Throw acid.
That's
Salt.
good. Acid will be better.
Acid. What if they eat acid?
What freaking wall? What if them eat the acid? What if salt with you?
What if salt dehydrates them?
Oh, they spit it and they like
what's their
crumple up.
weakness?
Well, I don't know. You might want to.
do salt 'cause that-
Do you have
If that's
I
it.
don't know.
do you have hunt?
I have.
You have a hunt.
You do not against
Do you have
I'm ramming into you.
Yeah, but
do not have that.
I don't have that either.
do you have concoct?
Yes, I do, because I'm an optimist.
2.
All right. You can roll concoct, but you need. Do you have? What do you have for edges over to the left?
Sharps, tides,
You
and
roll
veils.
dice.
Shh. Sharps, tides, and what?
Veils.
So you could roll sharps plus your concoct, but you're gonna cut. Okay, guys. When somebody's got the spotlight, let them have the spotlight, and that means giving them the sound spotlight too. Okay.
What the dice rolls work?
They're d6s.
I didn't
All right.
know that. Sorry.
Okay, so you can roll. So roll 1 dice for. 1 dice for sharps, 2 dice for, but you're going to cut one because this is you're kind of using concoct weirdly. This is sort of an edge case. You're not going to necessarily know what their weakness is unless you've used lion's mane ingredients in one of your potions or something like that. So
Do I happen to have those?
that's I don't know, and that's why we're going to cut so you're going to roll, but you're going to take away your highest dice. That's a cut.
I'll leave me like with one.
No, you still have the 2 dice. It's just the top one's going to go
I
away.
know. So leave me
Maybe you're going to roll
like
3 sixes. You don't know.
2, 5, and 2.
Double
So
two
double
again.
twos.
Double 2.
Wait, that's 2, 3, 2.
Oh, 2, 2, 3, 2. I read it before. Stop moving. 2, 2, 3.
Okay, so the 3 goes away, but it's weird because you fail. That's a catastrophe.
Oh.
But you do get a twist. You still get a twist. I think
Rightfully
you
so.
and you had a twist on the last one too.
I did.
Interesting.
Asa,
Cool.
Yeah.
when something goes wrong,
We both had a double
you don't
2.
blame it on the person who's rolling. You blame it on the dice. And then after they screw you over for a while, they go into dice jail.
Okay.
It
Um,
did. You suck. I hate you.
This in the dice, man.
They are weak to hewing damage and flame. They're very flammable.
Oh, yeah.
Like anything else that's soaked with treasure, and they're extremely flammable.
I was blue today because of my tapes disintegrating.
Mine do
You're
that.
gonna learn so
I have
phone.
to like scrub it with
Her
the cleaner.
password is a Z.
We all know that. The
Yeah.
password's not very secure.
I'm just trying to mute you.
They're unusually resistant to blunt damage, keen damage, and serrated damage.
Maybe like no. Yeah.
Let me think. I need to think about this
Oh,
password. Okay.
why is your Google 5 Nights at Freddy's? Why is your Google 5 Nights at Freddy's?
It's not that, it's news related to me.
Why is that? Why is your news about 5 Nights at Freddy's? Who got killed this time?
But now,
You can just automatically assume somebody died if that's on the news.
It's like
yeah, I have that on my phone too.
FNAF's
I
movie
can
adaptation
see
is intriguing.
Oh,
What the?
Markiplier in the next movie.
Microplier was in the first movie.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, he was. He was a waiter.
Oh yeah.
You take your order in
That was
theory.
Matt Pack.
Right. Yeah.
Freaking Matt Pack.
I found Flappy Bird. Oh
Are you okay?
Your key.
no!
Why did you umbrella? What's happening?
I got
What?
Yellow got a shark with an umbrella while he's trying to figure out.
Did you download this or did this just
I found it because mobile data's off.
That's fun.
I got birded.
Like a bird science. Birded.
I mean, it's a wild cat.
I don't care. Give it.
It's in Germany.
I'll pay the shipping fee.
Don't go to Germany.
It's in a box.
Volkswagen.
Dude, get a flight box. You You put holes in the box.
You put the tape
touch
on
the sky.
box. No breathe. Death.
No, you punch holes in. You put holes with mesh inside so it doesn't suffocate. Do you know that?
Okay, guys. So, Maddie, vulnerable to fire, vulnerable to hewing damage, chopping damage, kind of stuff. Fire is not super helpful because starting fires on the Wildsea is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Resistant to things like serrated damage and blunt damage and keen damage, which is not great. These seem to be some kind of weird, rather than the way that they look here with the little tentacle and stuff like that, they have right here, this little cup thing is really more like a bulb. Are you with me? So this area right here, rather than being like a cup, is more like a bulb.
So it like lets it out and looks back in.
No, because this isn't the thing. So no, this is much more. No, this is. Oh, you heard about this. This is the one where it'll open up into spores. These are the ones that throw out giant spore clouds.
Oh,
You think it's like, oh, these are the ones. Hey guys, these are the ones that do the spore. Oh God, look out! And then they both go, and there's spores filling the
do I
air
have a COVID mask?
everywhere around you. You have a COVID mask. Do you have a
Full body.
scarf? One of your things.
You guys suck.
I am
Some of you guys might have a scarf or whatever.
I have
tattoos. My group name is.
One at a time.
I have tattoos.
Let me see. Excellent. Bad air. Okay. Okay. So
Using the leather of my bandolier to cover my face.
What does the penguin
Annie
do?
is not susceptible to bad air and airborne spores.
I'm not susceptible to president. I have a raptor that I can stuff my face into.
That
Because he's there with me because he helped me climb up the tree.
I remember that.
Can it?
Let
Does the pangapod do anything?
me see.
Kind of want to use the
It'll mention whether or not it protects you from bad air. That's
I
deal
don't
toxin
think it
damage. You can see the way others see. You can see heat the way others see color. When gaining a
What
benefit
is
from a
this?
meal, blah, blah, blah. Half pangolin, half squid, surprisingly cute. Oh, he's
The
just a cute little
YouTuber
dude. He's just a cute little guy.
He does nothing.
It's not that he does nothing. You can have him do whatever you need him to
Can
do.
I make him like fetch supplies?
Sure,
like-
absolutely. He's half pangolin, half squid.
I can hold heat.
Probably more.
This video
So,
is available.
You are always immune to the. Okay, I gotta look at baseline. I think you're immune to
It cut
Crezerin,
off.
but this isn't Crezerin, so that doesn't really.
Can I see him? Can I see him? Can I see him?
What
Can I
is my
see him?
life?
Let me look at
Preppy fucking
Row
attack.
here.
Why am I
Anxiety
alive
with
in
a
this
scale
world?
and some acrylic.
Okay, so yeah, you're immune to the negative effects of Crezerin,
I am OP.
and you have explosive vials, which is
I have tattoos
Okay.
that resist effects of
okay. Zoe, do you have anything that resists bad air or spores?
Her tea.
Amelia, today
So-
I found a mug that's a which is cold outside. I can just go. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
No. Okay. I think we've established that you don't either.
I can stuff my face into my raptor.
You can absolutely do that. It's not going to help necessarily, but you can absolutely do that.
I'm dead.
Okay, we're going to start off with the bad air. You don't take anything. You're too far away, and also you kind
Am
of
I
caused
too
this thanks to
far
the
away?
double twos thing. But now you know what the resistances to the things are. You two, I need you to mark 2 points of damage on one of your aspects. So one of your aspects. Actually, pause for a second. You pick an aspect that you take damage to from your.
Wait, how do
So I'll explain here in just a second. Hang on. You don't have to do it. So when you take damage, you don't have a hit point track. You take damage to your aspects, okay, that you have. You understand? So there's each one of your aspects has a certain damage track on it, and you mark those, and then you can recover that later.
Are
And
those-
it's-
The X's.
No, the X's are the hit points you don't have. So each one of so what's left is how many they are. So do you have one that's really long, for example?
I have one that's 4 long. I have 3 that's 4 long.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And this one that's 5.
Okay.
No. Oh, right. That's 5.
Yeah.
I read
So
that.
you actually have a lot of hit points. That's great.
Yeah.
Zoe, what did you take the bad air damage to?
I haven't taken anything yet.
Okay, I would suggest something like your ferrokinesis or your rivet swarm, because having the bad air and stuff like that would be messing with your concentration, so it's making it somewhat harder for you to do that stuff.
Yeah, but also.
You are definitely
Can I finish?
yes.
Also, maybe I could take it to Skybridge Step. Because 1, it's got 5.
Yeah.
And 2,
Yeah, having all the bad air and spores in your face would
It
mess
was
up
like-
your martial arts.
Yeah, we both have.
I'm gonna do
Skybridge
that.
Yeah, you are specifically going to take the 2 damage to your raptor because you're hiding your face in the raptor feathers, so he's the one who sucks up all the bad spores.
Wait, do I exit out or do
See,
I?
1 cross. An X is a burn, and one slash is a mark.
Okay.
Marks heal a lot easier than a burn. So, for instance, I'll give you an example. How many marks, Zoe? How many points are in the track for your Shirk the Skin no, on Shirk the Skin? How many do you have?
Well, I've already marked was earlier.
No, Shirk the Skin is a 3. What do you mean it's early? You haven't done any damage to you up to this point.
I've marked them.
How long is the Shirk the Skin track normal? I almost guarantee you that's not.
Guarantee
Why
it
did you
is.
take any damage? I haven't hurt you.
I don't know, like when we went under, I probably got hurt. No, my person.
I don't remember you taking any damage from anything. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe the lightning.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that.
Thank you. You got struck by lightning. We all forgot that she got struck by lightning. That's crazy. So Shirk the Skin has a track. Actually, you've taken 3 on Shirk the Skin.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm
So here's the thing. She's got right now, guys, she is right now, Zoe has 3 marks on Shirk the Skin. Those can be fixed up by somebody with concocting something for her to take so she feels better. Or if it's like in clothing or an article or something like that, doing some mending and stuff like that. Burn, if she, now listen, here's what her Shirk the Skin does. Are you guys ready? Okay. You can burn one of the dots on the track to leave your skin for a short period of time because she's a whole colony of beetles. So she can literally go bleh, and just scatter in all directions.
That was a very vivid image.
Right? And when you're outside your skin, you are a mass of moving beetles and can easily move through small spaces and climb any surface. That's great. But it's also a lot harder to heal from. Burns are a lot more work to heal from because you're literally letting 10,000 beetles tear out through your skin. It can be very damaging. So some of the stuff is a burn and some of the stuff is a mark. You can mark whatever you want to mark. I like Skybridge stuff. That makes sense to me to mark that twice. Is that what you did? And you're going to mark your raptor, mark 2 on your raptor. Because he is not immune to the spores, and he breathed in the spores while you were hiding in his neck.
Tattoos.
Wait, no. Gus, that was his.
I have tattoos.
Yeah, basically all the cracks in your skin are sealed with tar so that,
Oh yeah, I forgot we don't breathe.
well, you breathe carbon dioxide.
We breathe ourselves.
And spores, you think about if you're a plant, think about this for a second. If you're a plant, alien spores are not necessarily a good thing, no matter who you are.
True.
Bad air is not good if you're anything that uses air. And luckily, all of you things are using.
But I have tattoos.
You guys even eat. Did you guys know that you eat?
What?
Do you know how you eat?
Oh yeah.
It's really gross.
You gotta
No, you take stuff and you squish it in your fingers, and the juice comes running out, and you absorb it through the skin of your hand.
Fun.
And disturbing.
I can't eat apples.
I'm gonna squish meat juices into my hands.
If I
and do them sort.
draw me, just now I have salmonella.
Okay, so spore cloud,
Poisoning though.
If I have
poison cloud.
an apple and I absorb it, is that technically cannibalism?
That's weird.
No,
Depends on the tree.
there. You know, it's kind of funny because there was somebody who.
Right?
So there's a mention of cannibalism with the Ridgeback, and the question then becomes like, what is cannibalism? Like, is it cannibalism if I, a human, or
What's the Ridgeback?
there are people who grow up on mountaintops and stuff like that, and that's one of their backgrounds. One of the things is like there's some cannibalistic cults and things like that. And the question is like, what is cannibalism? Like, is it cannibalistic if I am an ardent and I eat Nactus? It's a plant. And what they settled on in the game where this came up, somebody was playing somebody who was a Ridgeback and came from a cult that was like a cannibal cult. And they're not okay anymore. Like, they're trying to recover from that.
Okay.
But the question was, like, what is cannibalism if I'm a tree?
Yeah.
And what they decided on, if it's smart and can talk, it counts as cannibalism.
Wait. So
So unless the apple is talking back to you going, please don't eat me, you're fine. Andy, you are the only person on the deck right now who is functional.
I'm alive.
and not coughing and hacking and
Or
blurry and
being
blocking,
dragged by
or being
Gus.
or being dragged by Gus. What do you do as the lions are about to move in on your friends and take advantage of them while they are blinded with spores?
Or being dragged by Gus.
Do I still have?
You have the chakras back. They were returned to you by Lydia.
Oh, I don't know.
And you also have like the 2 talons, don't you? Like didn't she return those to him? Like when they cut the.
No, they just got chopped off. They didn't. They're not metal, so she can't levitate them around.
Oh.
If I have 2 giant metal
Perfect.
Rings.
like I do. Oh wait, am I still functional or I'm just like laying there?
You're totally functional. It's just what I said was he's the only one on the deck who's functional.
Oh.
You're up above this, so the cloud is kind of, you're like, oh, these are the spore cloud things. Hey guys, those are spore cloud. Oh, it's too late. Oh, geez. So you're looking down at this cloud of spore burst and stuff.
So Amelia is being dragged by Gus.
Yes.
So
Yep.
she
Look at the amazing art that I did.
fine.
Dad.
He's very proper.
She's doing fine.
Very proper.
Okay.
Sort of, because she's being dragged by Gus. And
Uh-huh.
what about
Sort of.
Zoe?
Oh, I'm just kind of like.
I mean, it's like the creatures are dead, right?
No, they're not dead. This stuff, this little bulb here in the middle kind of like swelled up and burst. They're fine. They use this as a blind your target, and now we can jump on them and grab them and carry them off into the trees and eat them.
Come on.
They're still functional and dangerous. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear.
So I'm being dragged around by these monsters are like
I
going
mean,
around
it's safer than
murdering.
standing still like Zoe, which should totally do.
She's dying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, from the spores.
Do I have anything that can help her? I don't think so.
That's me.
I'm gonna
You could- the thing to do would be
Picture
to help after you get these things gone away from you.
just about.
I don't think it's possible to like do multiple things, like throw one of
To give you
mine.
an idea, come around over here. I want to show you this. So this is a guy like just poking a mushroom, like a puffball with a. Oh, where did it go?
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Hang on, where did it go? Good grief, where did it go? Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's what. Oh, geez. Oh,
I see.
Oh,
So imagine that bulb is in this middle spot right here instead of this thing, and it basically went woof, and then
Like, look.
and like a big thing.
yeah.
Like it's basically like if their head just like went.
Can I explode?
No, it is. He's just messing with it to show you. I just wanted to give you kind of a visual. Anyway, all right. So they're still, in fact, they're coming up. They're like creeping up on these two. What do you want to do?
Can I like throw a chakram at one of them and like pick up Zoe and like run with her?
Yeah. Get her out of the clouds. Sure.
Yeah, and like it's sort
Please
of like
don't.
slapping like both of them, like knocking them back and like getting distracted for a couple of seconds while I like run in, grab Zoe, and like get into the cabin.
Okay. Yeah. Give me. What do you got? You got Grace
Brave.
and your hunt, probably.
Yeah, I have 2 hunt.
2 hunt. So that gives you 3. Give us a 3 roll. You're just doing it to one of these guys.
Sure, I can do it to one of them
Okay.
because the other one's probably going after Amelia.
You want the one that you already got a leg off of?
And also has been
The one that's trying
They've
to
both taken damage.
the one that's trying to attack Zoe. The one closer to us.
They're both. One of them's going after the one that's Zoe. So yeah, probably the one that is missing a leg. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I take that back. The one that's going after Zoe is the one that Zoe punctured with rivet swarm. So that would be the one that is still got its legs. But yeah, go for it. Shing.
I got a double 1 and a 5.
All right. Cool.
That's not good.
I don't think we're gonna make it out of there alive.
Okay, so the chakram goes out. You get a twist for this, so I want you guys to think about what twist there might be. All right, so you zing, and it chunks into the body part of this thing, kind of gets the pedal and into the thick part of the body and sticks. Shunk, like, yeah, good hit. It whirls and leaps straight at you and onto you. And like, because you're a tree and this thing is designed to climb in trees, it's really good at climbing you. And it does so by taking these pointy little feet and going like right up in your face. It's great. I need you to mark.
Great.
I need you to mark. Do you have any resistance to spike damage?
Do
I don't think you do.
I
Let me
feel
look
like-
at your assets.
I do not think so.
No.
It's like thrown back onto the ground.
Stop. Don't talk about it.
You approach the sea
No, but
through
that's a good thing.
ancient seal. No. So
I'm gonna die.
two of these traits, or one of these traits somewhere, I need you to mark 2 marks off of. So whether it's into your,
So, do I like do?
so the X is already gone. So the ones that are open are the hit points that each one of these things gonna have. I would go with probably your tar scroll tattoos, just like that.
Yes.
Okay. So these are all, if you add all this up, this is technically the hit points you have, but if you mark through these things, you don't have this aspect until you get it repaired. Now the little 1 hash thing means that it's easy to, so yeah, they kind of go chunk right into your bark, and it is not a great feeling. It feels bad. It feels like somebody driving spikes into your body.
Sorry.
Anyway, so that's fun. But hey, they're not going after Zoe anymore.
Yeah. They're still going after me.
Twist. Zoe, you get a free shot with an extra dice against this guy because he's not paying attention to you anymore.
She's down on the ground, right?
Yeah, I know, but she's not. She took the damage that she needed to
Is
take
there a
from
piece
this
of
thing.
metal nearby?
There's going to
Launch
be
it
on
at
this.
my face.
Is there a piece of? You have a rivet swarm. There's always a piece of metal nearby.
Yeah, but like a different type of piece of metal.
Like a very
Why?
sharp one.
Like a
I
knife.
mean, tell me, is there another piece of metal around? There's a
My
shotgun.
driving chain.
She's got the chain around her.
Hey,
Okay. Tell me what you're gonna do. Don't.
I have my pieces.
Sorry, what's up?
Nate uses ferrokinesis to just like
Drive my driving thing.
throw it as hard as ferrokinesisly possible.
And
Can I see your pyrokinesis thing?
I have like one arm around Gus and one
Which
arm
one
over
of
the
the
chain. She's like,
monsters?
hey, drop it.
Like, which one?
Control or reshape.
The one
The
that's
one after you.
the one in my that's like slurping my face, like licking my face.
Okay. So Zoe.
Yeah.
Like, there's a chance if you get a twist, you could totally cut my head off. Yeah.
What if?
Okay. So the bad arrow. You guys took initially. You guys took 2 points of damage from the bad arrow.
Mm-hmm.
You have one cut ongoing until you get out of this 4 cloud.
Gosh, and then
Okay.
you like
So Zoe, tell me what. So give me what you're doing to do the attack with. What edge you're using? What are your
Probably
edges?
teeth, maybe.
Teeth. Teeth sounds great. It's ferocity. What else? Hunt or flourish?
Flourish, probably.
Flourish sounds good. All right. So what does that give you? Okay. Now one more dice because I gave you an advantage because this thing is not paying attention. You get a free shot at its back. Now, so you're rolling 4, but you're cutting 1.
Kill the monster that's on my face.
Rolling 4, but cutting 1. Jeez Louise, that thing throws
She
dice
got
all
a
over
4 on
place.
the ground. I saw it. Unless she went through the
There you go.
Alrighty, let's see. 4. So 3, 3, 2, 4.
a double 3 and a high of the
So you
4.
cut the 4.
Yeah. 3, 3, 2.
you fail and there's a twist.
Oh.
So weird.
Yes. I want to smack face on that head.
So, Anthony and the lion. So you've whipped the chains out. You've never really worked with the chains before, so you just kind of hurl it the way you do with the rivet swarm, and it completely wraps around this lion's mane. Just wraps around it, and man, the whole thing goes tumbling to the ground. It also wraps completely around Anthony, and basically you've tied the two of them together.
Well,
But
then they
twist.
get
I wonder what the twist is.
What if I
Like
knock
stab
the
the
thing
monster.
over? What if I knock it over so it flips and now aces on the top?
That sounded wrong.
Still tied together.
No, like at least say it jabbed like good on the monster.
Nah, didn't do any damage. She didn't. roll.
What?
I'm not going to twist her way. She failed the doing the damage thing. Catastrophic failure of damage doing. Tied together with Asa, but we need a positive twist.
Could it like wrap around one of its like major tentacles or something and like cut it off? Because you threw it with like
I
force.
didn't throw it.
Or you
I
like flung it
magicked
with
it.
force. You
Magic.
magicked it with force.
You
Did it have like ripped something off?
Do
Like pinned it to Asa and like cut it off somehow?
It's still doing damage, and she didn't do damage. I'm trying to think about what a good twist would be.
so
What would be a good twist?
you screwed me over.
It distracts the thingy.
Not intentionally.
Like
Her
I
dice
know, but
betrayed you.
still.
You gotta blame.
Frick you, Dice. I hate you. You suck. Like,
All the dice today have problems with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but I rolled these at the start of the show. 5 and 6.
Before you came, Maddie, we were doing
You-
just fine.
You wasted all the good days.
My bad.
No, you weren't. Oh, wait, actually, yeah. You
Yeah, we were
you
doing
did
good.
get
We
some
got
good.
like 5s and 6s.
Maddie needs to get in here and mix it up. She hasn't. That's what the game is waiting for her to attack.
Yeah.
Is what the problem.
Yeah,
is.
Daddy. Do something.
I can't do anything. Y'all are dead and I'm on the roof.
All right. So I'll tell you. I just figured out what the
I
twist
am
is.
now.
I did figure out the twist is. You hit this thing so hard, Zoe, and it wrapped around so hard that it totally threw both the lion's mane and Anthony completely out of the spore cloud. So they're laying on. They like got hurled backwards and skidded on the deck, and they skidded right out of the spore cloud. So they're on the deck. Right down below you. So you're like looking down from the, and you can right there, and the cloud's not in the way. There you go. There's the twist. Free shot. What are you doing? Definitely throw an explosive at it while they're tied together. Lisa would love that.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't have to die if he don't want to.
Maddie, my driving chain is around it. Please don't break my driving chain or kill Asa.
What does toxin do? Is
No.
it like
Big.
It's
Is it
most
like
of your toxic and
or is
acid.
it like things stabbing me?
Wait.
How
Most of the
my
toxins
toxin?
that you have are basically based on Crezerin, so it would be kind of like a
This is
plant-based
the
poison.
effects of bad air and airborne.
Yeah, it
It
wouldn't.
should be me over there because I can avoid the Crezerin. Maddie, you can throw
It
Crezerin.
would be like it's toxic. It's going to be something that's going to be overwhelmingly bad for living things, and since this is a living thing, but that's also going to affect Asa. Do you have any kind of weapon that isn't the explosive little vials of pain?
I can see heat.
What's that?
I can see heat.
You can see. I can see the.
You
What if I jump down there and it goes, oh wait, she attack you, it just drags Asa? Because then I can do 1,000 needles. I can just
Oh, you can just reach it. You can do, well, it's okay. 1,000 needles is just what the call of it is because it's the cactus. Your skin is poisonous, right? You can actually jump down there and just grab it,
There's
like literally tree bear hug, and just grab it.
But what if like snaps Asa's neck?
Maddie,
I mean,
ready?
it's not.
Maddie.
He's a tree too. Technically, he doesn't have a neck. What can I see what the?
Like completely koala hug this poisonous
Yes, you
thing
can
that's trying
totally
to-
koala hug this thing. Deal toxic damage to any creature that attacks you with an by close quarters, such as what? Yeah, you can basically run down there and grab
You
it.
know what? Does my character have a set height?
Have a what?
Set height. Does it
I mean, no,
say
you're
you're
a
like
tree.
6 foot?
You're big.
Can I be like a really small tree though?
If you
She's
want to be a
like-
small tree.
Could I be like
Did you buy barrel? Did you get an asset of barrel chested or anything like
No.
nothing that makes you super big?
She's like-
no.
Okay.
Could I
She's like a dwarf.
She's like 6'9".
could I be like 3'9"? Like
No.
oh my
You
god.
would be able to see over the
Oh,
hearing with.
that's
It should
that's fair.
What's that?
I either want to be bigger than it, so I like squash it, or I want to be smaller than it, so it can't like get.
You should be like 4
So I'm like on its like most
Is
vital organs, and it
It's
can't.
like 4'5" good,
I
or like
don't
4'6".
I think
We're fine
if
with
she
it.
just grabs this thing and doesn't
I'm
grab
four-
Asa, I think you're
I'm
probably
4'10", so I'm 4'10 and 3/4.
Okay. That's why don't you jump
I'll
down
be
there
really
and try to
tall,
grab it?
I
Because
try-
if you
I-
do, you can do damage to it.
What if I hit Asa though?
That will be what happens if you roll really badly.
Oh,
Don't roll bad.
You're can't.
The Ace's life.
So what are your? Yeah, that's the consequence there. Okay, so flip the thing over. Look at your edges.
So I bear tackled the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and
So what's your edge? What edges do you have?
sharps, tides, and veils?
I would go
Not much
with
force here.
veils because you're surprise attacking it.
So one die.
1 dice for veils. And do you have anything for hand to hand, like hunt or?
I have outwit, harvest, break, and concoct. Oh, I also have vault. If that helps.
Vault is
anything.
good for jumping, but
I mean, I am
break is really. I'll give you break. Yeah, take a couple dice for break. I think that's cool.
You could break her
Outwit.
chain.
It's usually. It's usually trying to pull somebody like
Break chain.
verbally.
For
All right, so you're rolling 3. Are you going to be careful about Asa, or are
Lose
you
the
not going to be
chain,
careful about
Or I
Asa?
die.
Don't
I
be
mean,
careful
you're a
about
tree,
Asa.
right? You're a tree, and I have alchemical.
So
My person.
here's the.
My person.
Are you ready for the high? Are you ready for the hard decision? Here's how this works. You ready? If you're not careful about Asa, you get to roll all 3 dice, no cut. But if you roll poorly, he's definitely taking damage. If you are going to be careful about Asa, you roll your 3 dice. You take cut, but I won't hurt Asa if you roll bad.
Don't
So
care
this is a
about him.
matter
Don't
of-
care about him.
This is
I'm gonna die.
this is a matter of
Asa, you get to choose. if you
Asa's
die.
health. But Asa.
But if you roll a 6, he's not going to get hurt either way.
But Asa, healed Zoe's lightning thing. During the next downtime, I'll just fix you.
Exactly. Don't be careful.
Didn't heal all of Zoe's lightning.
If you use this roll and you do like 1-1-1, I'm gonna kill you.
All right. So you're rolling. Are you rolling all 3?
Hey, you gotta heal
Rolling all
me.
3, no cut.
You have to heal me
All right.
either way.
Hope I don't die. tomorrow.
Six.
1 6.
3. Not
But that's a 6, and the 6 means that Ace is not on fire, not burning from toxic.
Are you still fighting the Lions?
Yeah.
Dad, I will mention something very important for me, Philip, and Gavin's carrying. There's a flying version of the Lion's Mane called the Drifting's Mane. It's called the Drifting.
that might
Oh, I
be
think
what you guys
this.
thought.
I think this one
Lots
is
of flying
4.
for Lion's Mane.
It,
On an airship or a...
we're on the bug.
They're on a-
We're on
Oh, holy.
Open your eyes.
roll.
Luckily, I'm fine.
That's just got
Luckily,
back. He's a roly-poly.
God,
I get that. Wow, that's...
He's got key.
Yeah, only going around the front, that's like... It wasted a lot of valuable, like, building space. Yeah.
All right. So
Cool character design.
Yes, Maddie.
What?
No, he's golf teeth because he has
this is okay. So Asa, this is not a great feeling, but it does, in its effort to try to get away from her, it does pull its spikes out of your body and struggle mostly to get away. But because the chains are wrapped around and she's wrapped around, the lion's mane is definitely not going to get away before the toxin kills it. Meanwhile, the other one is going to try to eat you, or rather be a raptor. These things are... Well, you're not coughing, so you...
Well, you get to choose.
What do you
So it's coming in like...
You die. You don't get to choose.
What are you
So
thinking?
these particular ones are trained for raptor cloud. Like these things are trained for the spore cloud. So they basically spit the spores out and go, what's reacting badly and coughing and jerking around? Cool, we're going to attack that. Well, that's the raptor, so they're going for the raptor. What are you going to do?
Can I be attached to him and still do skybridge step?
You can slide off of him and be between him and the thing.
I will do that.
Skybridge step.
Yeah.
So you slide off of Gus between you and the lion's mane. This one at least is damaged. There's like a leg chopped off and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you can get a chance. And you like strike your what is a skybridge step combat?
An elegant defensive dance that keeps you out of harm's way.
Okay, show me what a skybridge step defensive stance looks like.
Like.
No, Amelia.
What?
No, I would be like
I don't know what's
having my
happening.
hands ready, like
She's playing a flower in this Alice in Wonderland music. All right, go sit down.
Stop doing the
sit down.
thing.
like this.
Go sit down.
No,
So,
like this.
Grace,
Yes.
flourish.
I have flourish. I have 2 on flourish, and I have not grace.
Oh, what do you have then?
I have sharps, tides, and veils.
Okay.
I have grace.
I would consider that you guys might want to fiddle with your edges because you guys don't have any. Go with sharps
Sharps. All right.
or tides. I guess go with tides. Doesn't matter. Go with tides.
Tides. Okay.
All right. So it doesn't matter. 1 dice, and how much do you have in flourish?
2.
All right. Roll it.
3.
3. Roll 3. You're trying to defend your.
Sending my mom the picture.
What did I get? 6, 3, and 2.
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
All right. It doesn't do a lot of damage because this is defensive. You do slap away its attacks and stuff like that and protect Gus. But can I see for a second?
Yes.
Are
you okay?
Let me see.
I just want to point out that Gus's natural attack does extra damage against these things.
So I'm protecting protecting Gus, even though he could protect me.
Well, Gus could go now. Do you want Gus to attack?
Yeah, well, he's confused. Get Gus in there.
All right. So,
Gus, don't die.
surprise attack. Do you have Veils?
Yes.
Veils. What do you have? What's a good skill for controlling Gus?
I don't know.
Sway? Sure. Do you have sway?
3.
Okay. So roll 4 dice. Surprise attack. Gus, sick him.
Go! Gus! 2, 5, 4, 4.
We did 4. That's okay.
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 It's medium.
I still got good.
So that does extra damage against this thing. It's going to take it out, but he will take a point of damage.
Oh, he might be.
Why are you hurting?
Why are you hurting?
Why are you hurting Gus? What happens when this happens?
He's currently incapacitated. He's okay. He won't die, but he's not.
Great.
You
Now I have to
Great.
leave.
What happens what happens when it's like this?
When it's all filled in.
Yeah.
Eat me. Okay, so let's.
But not like full X's. What happens?
Yeah, it's marked. It's marked. He took some more damage. He is not doing great, but he can be healed.
Daddy, help me.
Great. I have another thing.
All right. So that takes out the lion's manes, and you guys have destroyed both of them. That's the kind of cool thing from that is that you can harvest stuff.
Is there something that I can do that just heals spore damage from any living thing?
Maddie,
'Cause
save
I think
Gus.
that would fix like
Donate to
multiple
the cause
problems.
of
Yeah.
Gus.
Yeah, it would.
I'm gonna do that anyway. He's a Mongo variant.
No, just help.
Yeah, I'm going to try to fix all of you in a short period of time. It may not be permanent, but it will work.
Okay. Let's first of all let's okay. Do you have a specimen that you can use for her? We have to have a specimen to do a healing
I mean,
type stuff.
what you want: a root, some poison glands, beast blood, dried locust. Pick your poison. Pick your poison.
It's really up to you because you're the one that's decided.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a dried because that's.
Give her a dry locust if she doesn't
Wait,
answer.
what did I get for selling my skin? I don't think I got that marked down. What did I get for selling my skin? I know I sold my skin.
I thought I gave you some stuff. Didn't I give you like honey or something?
No, I still have the things that I had at the
I mean, well, actually, don't. Get a pencil and prepare to write. I thought I gave you stuff. You have beast blood, poison glands, drake tongue root, dried locusts. Let's give you Port Ames honey.
Do I have to write port names? Honey,
You don't
or
have
just
to
like
use
honey?
right now honey if you want.
What's it made of?
Beans.
Made of Port Ames.
I made a little
And
salad with exotic spices.
I feel like, what were you trying to get when you did that trade? You remember?
I was trying.
Zoe, please put that up. Yeah, Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, Joey.
I think I was trying to get something
It's
to
not
like
Zoe.
create more of whatever I used.
I'll call you.
Oh, that's right. You were trying to
I was
regenerate
trying to restock as well as gain like 2 other.
because you used
I
your
sold a
vials.
lot
or
of
something
skin.
like that. All right. Yes, I sold all the skin. All right. So which thing are you going to cross
Someone
off
stole my pretzels.
to? You're crossing off the dried locust to get to you to crush up into Zoe's drink. Drink these crushed bugs.
Bugs. That's
They're dried and they've been dead for half a century. Sure, sure.
Drink these crushed bugs. It'll be good for your non-crushed bugs.
You're alive, non.
Okay, so it's the same basic roll again. We're going to have you roll 3 dice and see how you do.
You're just making cannibals
3 dice.
Become
Apple, that's the apple. It's a 5, 4, and 2. 6, 4, and 2.
Take the 6. All right, so you can repair
Stop talking about
2
the
off
apple.
of your Skybridge step.
Anything else I need to fix in this montage? Asa, you taking any damage?
He can cook for himself, though. So he can do stuff. Yeah.
Anything else, y'all
What do
need?
you want to? What would make you feel better about the punctures in your skin?
Would you like some band-aids?
Cooking up a really thick paste, and then you just use it to plug the holes like wood glue.
Band-aids with cats on them. Would you like some band-aids with cats on
What do
them?
you have?
I don't know.
You're stirring in a stew pot. You're stirring and you're stirring, and it's like, what are you gonna eat? I don't eat this. And he pulls it out, and it's like wood glue, and he just uses it to spackle the hole shut. Like,
Dragon tongue root.
Tobacco is so like a poison root. I think that's what I used it for last time.
yeah. What have you got in specimens? You got
I
specimens.
have a spectral flower, delicious beetle apples, and exotic spices.
Beetle apple. Don't eat me.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm really past
Back to the apples again. Sarah. Beetle fruit. They're not beetle apples. They're beetle fruit. Beetle fruit.
Then why is it written down as beetle apples?
Well, you wrote it down. I don't know. I have it written down as beetle fruit because it sounds like beetle.
I don't have this good of handwriting.
All right,
You're past.
So listen, scratch something out there. Scratch something out of those specimens that you can use
Exotic
cook.
spices.
All right, we're gonna get rid of the exotic spices and
Look at my note next to exotic spices.
Maddie, I'm trying to find you a
Okay, but can you make butter out of those?
yeah, I see. We got.
Don't look at my note.
Turning the butter. What are you
All right.
doing with that? Oh, don't mind me.
All right, you're rolling 3 dice for your concoction and
Oh,
stuff.
nice. No, you
Like, take,
You're
like,
cooking up
whole
never
something.
failed me before.
I mean, it kind of has.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
All
point.
right, 3 dice for your cooking.
I got
No, that's
a 6,
6. There's a 6.
I'm making
a 3.
staring at you.
I just got it because I was looking
We're doing
at
good.
profile pictures for you.
Okay.
6.
Okay. The damage that you took to your what was it? The tar scrawl tattoos? Did you take 2?
I took. Yes, I
Yeah.
took
Okay. You
2.
can erase the marks that you put on that.
My tattoos are more healed.
You'll feel better soon.
You know what
Not now.
You feel better. Mechanically, you feel better now. But so
The cooking time is the next like 3 turns until my turn.
what?
The cooking time of the
Oh yeah.
exotic spice.
While she's busy concocting stuff for you guys, like your thing tastes terrible. Your thing that she did for you tastes terrible. His thing tastes great. It's a cook. Concoct, cook. There's a difference in pleasure of taking the medicine. All right, so
You guys have that weird Mucinex like raspberry.
I don't
thing.
have it.
that.
Gus has it.
Oh, poor Gus. He's suffering.
Isn't he just chewing the bone?
no, but you coated it in something.
Oh, you coated it in awful raspberry acid thing.
He's like, I like it, but I don't.
All right,
It's because it's
No, I can do it. I can do it. I can do the voice.
I like it, but I don't.
okay, all right.
I'm not even gonna try.
Here we go. We're gonna do now. Second. All right, so that was the beginning of your trip. This is the beginning of your trip
Wait, did we
to
return
follow.
the ship?
You're trying to find the water barge thing. So we're gonna do one more roll to see if you guys can figure out where they went from here as they were traveling. It's a hunt roll. So the question is, can you do it?
I have
zero.
everything around it but hunt.
Yes, I do have time.
So one for tides. Shh. One for tides. Do you have any kind of navigation?
I probably do.
Roll 3 and see if you can figure out how much you can figure out.
A 5, a 3, and a 1.
Who is steering this ship as you go?
Not me.
Maddie is again?
Or is it Wilfred? Because he's alive.
Well, somebody's going to roll. I don't care who, but somebody's going to roll.
Wilfred will roll.
All right.
He can roll for me.
Roll 1 dice for Wilfred. Thank you. All right. And navigator.
Yeah.
Or who's on watch
Me.
for trouble?
Me.
Oh, you didn't. I'm sorry. The navigator didn't have to roll. So the discussion of the ship is: are you going to travel at a decent speed as safely as possible, or move swift but roughly?
Let's do decent.
Yeah. I want to do it decent. No, because it's fast is like this.
No, fast is him curling up in a ball.
No, fast is not having enough time to react if something bad starts to happen.
Yeah, it's like this. Oh.
No,
Are you on watch?
No, Zoe is.
Zoe's on watch. Roll a d6 for Zoe.
No, she's on the restroom.
Just have her roll.
On the restroom. Yeah, I said it correctly.
A 6.
These stats are good.
Ah.
Oh, you
What
used
piece dice stuff?
my dice too.
All right, I have a question for you guys. The next section of travel goes very smoothly.
Yay, that's good.
The ship, the crew gathers together on the deck to have a meal together and basically
Absorbs
be
juices.
together and to be a crew together and stuff like that. So your under crew comes out, the captain's there, everything like that.
The little tiny interns we have slowly fixing the holes in our ship.
Do the time, okay, in the time that you're spending together, in the time spent
Yeah, we
together
have
while
to
you
do
guys, in the time spent together while you guys are eating, are you sharing?
We're eating with the interns.
Yeah, the ship is moving along peacefully. All the crew is gathered together, captain's gathered together, everyone's eating. In the time that you guys are spending together, as the sun lowers towards the horizon and becomes dusk, are you singing tree shanties
Yes.
or sharing tall tales of
I am singing.
Of the Wildsea.
Can we just yell whispers out at random and see what happens?
I am singing
Maddie,
sea shanties.
The last time one of my characters yelled at a whisper, the entire building got encased in vines, and I got presents.
Oh, that's
That one I fell because I fell in a building, and it was in a tall.
Technically, you destroyed
Yes, I
it.
did.
No, three of us.
3 of us.
Madison, one of mine is just
Okay, so again,
back from the. It's
the question
literally-
is, are you guys sitting around telling each other tall tales of the Wildsea, or are you singing tree shanties?
I'm singing tree shanties.
Okay, so you guys are going to sit around singing tree shanties. And that's where we're going to stop.